Chicago police today are asking for the public's assistance in last night's shooting. 23-year-old Tony Rios was standing here outside Cozy when he was shot and seriously wounded. This club caters to a largely gay clientele, and police are investigating whether the shooting was a hate crime. If you have any information, please contact Area 4 at 312.
Okay, babe, tell me what to do. How can I help?
Okay, well, the first thing we need to do is move those easels. Let's bring them over here and put them over here.
Okay, great. You get the boards, let me take care of this. We got this.
This weekend, I'm excited about this weekend. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but what I do hope will happen is that there will be a dialogue that will bring us together in trying to figure out how can we make a difference.
Be patient. You might see some happiness, you might see a little anger, but it's all in love, you know? That's what you're going to get in any family, right? Let me help you. Let me help you.
Okay, all right. We have to move, let's move this chair.
Okay. What else?
Okay, and move
this in a
chair.
way?
Yeah, move this one.
Are we starting? I'm ready for my close-up, Mr.
You're
Mr.
not
Wazer.
supposed to look in the camera, Paris.
Oh, all right.
Baby, tell me what to do.
Anyway,
Let's move this one.
has anyone talked to Pharaoh?
No, not yet.
Oh, well, more spotlight for me.
Okay.
Maybe you can record me while I slumber.
Your bedroom will probably not be featured in this production.
What about me in the bathroom? Ooh.
All right, where do you want this? Back here?
Yes.
Let's move. Are you gonna help us, baby?
Oh, I love this high-tech retreat. Real world for real girls.
Will you come on?
Okay.
Stop looking at the camera. Come on, come on.
Come on, Paris.
Okay. Edit.
Paris?
Okay.
I started this support group for gay, bi, or same-gender loving men some time ago. And my goal was to have a place where men could come together and talk about protecting themselves from HIV. I wanted them to be able to share, talk, grow, also about loving themselves enough to protect their partners. There's a few things that I had to learn along the way. And as I continued to run the groups over the number of years, I learned a few things like some people stay in the group, some people leave. We lost a few members of our group. I almost lost my love because I wasn't being real. But Jaleel and I, Jaleel's my partner, we're still together. And even after his ex, Michael, showed up and showed out, we're still hanging tight. But right now, things are really shaky in our community. HIV is still a huge issue. It seems to be getting worse for Black gay men. Club drugs are still in the mix. And the violence is increasing. It's increased to the point that it's trying to claim one of ours. So I know that I need to do something different. The guys in the group have probably waited a long time for me to use these words. But now it's time to act.
You guys are a little early.
You know your father.
You mean you know you? We didn't have to leave so doggone early. Rush around. I didn't even get to finish eating my soup.
That stuff had too much salt in it anyway. You gotta watch your blood pressure. Plus, he can't stand to sit in rush hour traffic. He gotta watch his hemorrhoids.
Yeah. We beat the traffic, but I'm missing the game. So, where's my room, boys?
I'll show you to your room.
Let me help you out here. I got it.
Mama made sure that you all had the good room that had a nice view to it.
Me and Ma, we kicked it off. You know, we're good. I love her champagne punch. I love her cooking. She's Ma. Bart is Bart.
You know what? That boy treats me so good, I can't help but love him.
The great parents. I love and respect them dearly. Watch it. I got it.
It was very exciting because this was going to be the first time that a lot of people were going to meet people for the first time. For instance, Aaron talked a lot about his son in the group, but this was the first time that we were actually going to get to meet Sammy.
Now, you didn't have to come with me. I'll be fine.
Dad, I want to be here. He doesn't like to show us, if he's hurting or stuff. So it's kind of hard because sometimes I can see the pain, and then, when I look at him and try to observe it, he'll, try to play it off. But, he's a go-getter. He's a survivor. So, my dad's strong. That's all I can say is he's a strong guy.
You can at least hand me one of them bags. I'm not an invalid.
Let me get that for you.
You should let folks know when you're sneaking up on them, Teddy.
Daddy just trying to help.
Thanks. Come on, let's go.
So this is your son.
Oh, yeah, this is my Sammy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My life with Sammy is my life with Sammy, and my life outside of my family is that. So this is kind of a first-time integration of the two. Hello.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, Ange. How's my baby girl?
Missing you and counting down the days until you take her to the new exhibit at the Children's Museum. She is so excited. Don't let her down.
Have I ever not kept my word? Besides, I want to see it too. So how's your boy, Manuel Montel?
My man Lamont is fine,
Lamont.
thank you. Yeah, okay. As a matter of fact, he told me to tell you hello.
Ah, is that right? Let me get your bags for you. Someone that you've been with, have a child with, have been close with, all of a sudden is with someone else and is close to them. It's like a piece of you being cut out and tossed aside, and you have to deal with it. You have to deal with watching her be happy without you. And I don't mean to sound selfish, because I'm glad she's happy, and I hope they're happy together, but I'd rather it be me.
Oh, everybody, this is Felicia. Oh, you all know Felicia. That's Adrian.
Paris asked us to come, so I came on, want to be supportive. Adrian's never home, so she's used to getting away. But I never do anything. A retreat is just what I need right now.
You're Paris' best friend, right? No problem.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's finally good to see him. Your daddy's baby.
Everybody, I want y'all to meet
Rodney, who's our new member of our group, and this is his friend Tatiana.
How's everyone doing?
Hi, how y'all doing?
My name is Rodney. I'm 19, and I've been with Kevin's group for a few...
Anyway, I'm Tatiana, and I am limitless, so, I'm Rodney here's best friend, thank you, and, just want to start off by saying I am just fabulous. I mean, you... Rodney, you gonna let me down here like this, Rodney? Rodney, boy!
Gay people are some of the most affectionate people I've ever met. We're accustomed to almost always greeting one another with hugs and kisses like they do in Europe. Americans don't typically do that. I don't know why it developed, but I like it.
I'm Darren, and this is my son Sammy.
How are you?
Oh,
It was nice. It was really nice, actually, to see everyone there. You know, everyone from Kevin's room was there.
Everybody was very warm and inviting, and, you know, I almost kind of felt like I was at home. Not to mention it was a beautiful place. You know, that view was crazy, so I felt immediately comfortable.
Everything was gorgeous, house, everything. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah, it was a beautiful house. We needed a place where we could get away from the city, but at the same time, still feel connected to it. There's a metaphor that happens. There's a home that has access to the lake, and the lake goes out to many people. All right? The conversation that we're going to have here starts here at home, and then hopefully that will branch out to other people in the community as well. We needed to put together some type of activity that would help set the tone and the mood for the entire weekend. That was our first meal together. And I think it was an activity that allowed people to experience something they normally would not have experienced before, or an experience they wouldn't have had anywhere else.
It smells so good. Is this where we're having our supper?
Well, I'm about to get to that. The retreat this weekend is about connections and community. So Paris and I thought it would be a great idea if we started our first meal in a communal style, similar to
A village. Think that we're family in a small village.
Like a little activity or something?
Exactly. This is our icebreaker. So the activity is, I want you to sit next to someone that you don't know and let them serve you. We'll do more in-depth introductions after dinner.
We're eating off the floor, son?
Well, not off the floor, rather on it.
Don't play word games with your mother, Kevin.
Come on, it will be fun. There's nothing worse than cold potatoes. Come on. I think I'll go over here.
Yes, go on. Come on. My goodness. But what can you say? Who invites people over to sit on the floor? And me with my old busted ankle. Me and Martha and Bart. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Baby, that floor, it was rough. Getting down and getting up.
Before we begin, let's have a moment of silence for Tony, who's recuperating in the hospital. Tony's importance comes from the fact that he's one of the newest members of our group and that he's been hurt. I mean, he was shot, and I wanted us to start off that whole weekend and that dinner especially with him in mind.
You could at least sit next to someone you don't know. That is the activity.
Look, son, I've been eating dinner next to the same woman for 35 years. Anything else would be bad luck. Pass me some salt, baby. Any pepper? Where's the silverware? What? Take these. Thank you.
Well, my first thought was, this is going to be a long night. And after that, I think people begin to see that it wasn't so bad. And I really, really believe that people had a really good time.
Kevin and I talked for a long time about this entire weekend and wanted to do something special.
Eating without utensils. Now that was a new one for me. But I want to say this. I will get me some more Ethiopian food.
I thought it was great. I thought the setting was beautiful. I thought what Kevin and Paris, my boy, were wearing, they looked marvelous.
And I thought it was just be an excellent way to start things off and keep it Afrocentric and rooted, yet pretty.
No, that was really good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Really fun.
We're so glad that all of you all are here and that you gave up your weekend to attend this retreat. Remember, we're all here because no matter if we identify as male or female, straight, gay, bi, questioning, or transgender, we must create a better and healthier community. And why else are we here?
Frankly speaking, I think that there's an enormous disconnect between ourselves and our community.
Exactly. Our goal this weekend is to discuss and document our concerns, our ideas, and ultimately find real solutions that will affect our community. Sometimes we sit around waiting for others to help us, but the reality is we're the ones we're waiting for. Your presence lets me know that each one of you want to be a part of the solution.
That's our boy. He could have been a senator. Oh, yeah.
You go, girl.
Okay, and last but not least, the cameras. This is important work. The cameras will help us to really see how a community comes together, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So again, everyone, thanks for agreeing to being recorded. Now, let's hear from everyone. Tell us your name, what you do, who you love, whatever it is that you want us to know.
Well, I'm Kevin's partner. I teach high school civics, and I'm concerned about the youth in our community.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Angela. Hi. Teddy invited me. We have a beautiful 4-year-old daughter together. He knows I'm concerned about Tony and the issues around HIV, but I'm also interested in starting a women's group. Let's see, I'm recently engaged. Oh.
I can't believe she said she's getting engaged, and I can't believe she said it there.
I'm a loan officer at a bank, but one day I would like to have my own line of natural hair and skincare products.
All right.
I should be the one putting my baby to sleep at night. I should be the one who tucks her in, who reads her bedtime stories, teaches her how to ride a bike, everything. That should be me, not anybody else's job. And I feel like I'm irreplaceable. That's my child. I don't know, done. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm Aaron, and I've been with the group for many years now, and I'm living with HIV. I may or may not be the only one with HIV in that room. I decided to come for this retreat on your invitation because I've been reading some really startling statistics about new infections among young men and especially among young black men, and well, that concerns me. Well, I mean, my health is generally very good. I'm dealing with neuropathy right now. My ankle's a little swollen. And feels sometimes like wearing cold, wet socks, you know, or sometimes it feels like 1,000 needles sticking me in my foot. But I'm okay.
Family and friends, this is one of the reasons why we're here. HIV is not going away without a fight. So we need to do something very different in our community.
Well, it seems like we fighting the wrong wars, and we definitely need more money.
Lots of new infections among the brothers.
Not to mention, women need more support services, period.
Thank you.
And don't forget about young people.
And the violence. Whatever happened to that young man in your group that was shot?
Yeah, how is he doing, Kevin?
Well, last I heard, he's not doing too well. He's still in intensive care. But Pharaoh is keeping close tabs on him, and hopefully Pharaoh will be joining us later and he can give us more information.
Well, I don't know about you, but Tatiana and I, we were at the club the night that Tony got shot. And Tat, I know you don't agree with me, but I think that club needs to be closed down.
That's Lady Tatiana, mother of the House of Chameleon.
Mother who? Mother what? What do they mean? What that mean?
Rod, sweetie, you know I love me some Tony. But just to be clear, he was shot outside the club after the party. Thanks.
And that's the only place the kids have to go to.
You damn right.
But the paper said it was a sex club for men.
I went there for a fundraiser before, and I don't remember seeing anything like that.
I thought you looked familiar.
He was with me, and it was during business hours.
That's probably on the second floor, and we don't even go up there.
The VIP room. Membership has its privileges.
Well, I've never been inside, but it looks raggedy as hell from the outside.
I'm sorry. I need to go to my room and get settled. Y'all carry on.
Yeah, me too. I don't understand half what you all talking about. Excuse me.
Look, I never said it was perfect, but it's all we have right now. I mean, something is better than nothing, right?
Oh, okay, so then we should just settle for anything. We could have been killed that night, Tat. Then what?
Okay. Let's slow down and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. I wasn't really sure that I had a concrete agenda because I wanted to be a free-flowing weekend and let things happen and see where we could go from there. But after the first night, it was very clear that there were some important issues that people wanted to talk about, that they specifically came to talk about.
I think that going into this, we have always been looking at Cozy as that central place that has been so important in our community for so long, and then Tony gets shot in front of it, and so this was what we were coming in to talk about.
So you guys can stay, relax, go to your room, do whatever you want to do, but we'll get back together in the morning and then we'll go over the agenda.
Whew. I'll be by later on with some snacks.
We need to talk.
Okay. What is it?
Why didn't you tell me you was getting married?
You didn't get the Evite? I'm sorry. I'm kidding. It just happened a couple of days ago. You're not really upset about this, are you?
I just wish you'd have mentioned it sooner.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Really. All these progressive gay men around here. And the women are the ones who are still cleaning up.
Well, let's make it fun. I brought wine.
Ooh, perfect. Oh, yeah. Mrs. Manny, would you join us?
Martha, please. And don't mind if I do.
All right.
Excellent. Thank you.
No problem.
Ladies, shall we toast?
All right. To sisterhood.
Daughters.
Of course, mothers.
So your husband doesn't want to be here, does he?
Bart is just stubborn. Hell, I can't stop him from putting salt on everything. But seriously, he's concerned too. There's just so much going on these days.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Martha, can I ask you something personal?
Sure.
How did you and your husband feel when you found out Kevin was gay?
I won't lie to you. It was an adjustment. It's funny. Deep down inside, I always knew. But it didn't become real until he and Jaleel got together. He's my son, the only one I have, and I love him. And in life, you have to learn to accept people for who they are. Yes, I would love to be a grandmother one day, but I know that that's not in the cards for us. It's still hard for Bart. But he'll kill someone over his only son. Now, Teddy's your
ex-fiance and very good friend. Talk about hard times. When I found out about Teddy, I thought I'd lose my mind. When Teddy told me about his feelings and his orientation, wow, you know, every time I think about that, I'm actually amazed that we've come as far as we have. I had all these things running around my mind, like, what if he was positive? Not to mention me and our baby.
So what did you do?
We had one hell of a talk. But then we both got tested, and thank goodness everything turned out fine.
Now, can I ask you a personal question?
Go on.
Okay. If he had cheated with a sister, do you think you would have reacted in the same way?
I've asked myself that at least 100 times. Would I have left? Probably. Would I have taken an HIV test? I don't know.
Catching HIV and these other diseases is more of a concern for young people, right?
Honey, if you're having unprotected sex and you're not in a monogamous relationship, you can get it, regardless of age, race, gender, or sexual orientation.
Martha, why are you asking?
I feel foolish saying this, but it's just something that came to mind when you start talking about secret lives. Bart has been acting real strange lately. He wants to try things sexually that I have never done before. New things.
It gave me hope, because to have married as long as Martha has, and for her husband to still be interested in that kind of level, I was like, wow, that's what you call a strong marriage. And it's like, you know, it's so easy to get complacent and get bored, but wow. Hey now, There is nothing wrong with exploring.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What?
No. I've traveled all over this country, and I've seen some pretty crazy things, especially at convention time. You know, if she's nervous about it, listen to your gut. We as women a lot of times want to play these submissive roles and not listen to what our mind and our heart is telling us, and it ends up getting us in trouble. I just hope that she plays it smart. If you think something might be going on, just make sure he wears a condom every time you all have sex.
You can get them free at the health department clinics. They have female condoms too. You can use them vaginally and anally.
Oh, Lord. I remember when times were simpler. Ooh.
Hey, baby.
No, and you've been drinking. I'm not in the mood. You want to wait for a retreat, get drunk, and then find the time to touch me? Don't do me any favors.
I'm not drunk, okay? And why are you talking so loud?
I heard you in the kitchen giving your armchair consultation. Well, at least Mama's getting some action, which is more than I could say for us. Or at least me.
That's not fair, okay? Now, you know my job requires me to travel a lot.
You've never been gone this long. Nowadays, it seems as soon as you walk in the door, you're right back out again. What's up? You got another woman? New York? California? D.C.? Which is it?
Are you high? You're kidding, right?
You know I was planning on turning that room into a nursery.
What the hell are you talking about now?
When I said I wanted a baby, I did not mean Paris.
That's not me. That's your best friend. You're the one who opened up your home to him.
No, baby. When I told him he could stay with me, it was until he gets on his feet. 5 years later, and he's still renting out that room. He's got a job.
Sounds like you two need to talk. He's cool with me.
That's because you're never home.
I walk in the room. I'm feeling all good from the conversation and everything, and she just completely loses it, talking about families and children and everything, and I don't know where it came from halfway. She really wasn't making a whole lot of sense.
Well, I mean, I hear her giving all this advice, right? So what, now she's a condom expert? Maybe she and I should add saran wrap to our repertoire. I mean, she better not ever bring me anything back but a cold. I know too many lesbians don't think they can get HIV and STDs, but yes, it does happen. Adrian, I'm lonely. It seems like I'm in that big old house with nothing. Even Paris is busy with school and work and his social life. It's just empty. You promised we would be a family, complete with children.
Children? I said maybe one baby one day. And besides, having children doesn't necessarily constitute a family. I mean, we're already a family. I feel complete, don't you? Okay. Whatever. Look, I love you, okay? I'm gonna go get ready for bed.
Hey, girl, got those snacks?
Good night, Paris.
So much for milk and cookies.
I done tried half the night just to fight this restless feeling. And I'm sure there's a cure for whatever's ailing you. We've been made long enough, now it's time we got some healing. We got a few things and we sure enough need to do.
So, are you gonna tell them? Tell them what?
Aaron, tell them that you are much more than the paper-pushing bureaucrat that we've all grown to know and love. You need to tell them that the city is planning to shut Cozy down.
Sweetheart, there is nothing more they need to know here. And I'd really rather not get too invested in that ridiculous dialogue. There are way too many other things we should be talking about besides a club. I mean, do you know how many young guys are getting HIV? That's a crisis. Let's keep our priorities straight.
As a matter of fact, I do know how many. That is my job to know. But you have to see the connection here. No safe spaces, increasing violence, new HIV infections. Aaron, this club is an important and symbolic place. It means a lot of things to a lot of people, and it has for a very long time.
That club is a wreck. Just last year, it had 3 different code violations. The health department has traced God knows how many STDs to that very location, and now somebody gets shot outside. And you're calling that a safe space. I tried.
People don't get STDs from a club. They get STDs from other people. Surely you know the difference, Miss Thing. 2, violations can be fixed. And 3, the police routinely give that place the blues on general principle.
4, someone we know got shot outside. And inside that 2nd floor, people groping around in the dark, reaching for God knows.
So you do know about the 2nd floor?
Well, so I've heard. Anyway, Paris, the place is just tired. I mean, clubs open and close every day. And I can think of at least 3 decent clubs across town where gay people can go to socialize.
Break out the champagne. We have overcome 3 whole spaces for all the black and brown gay people in the city.
And why does it always have to be black anyway?
Because people gonna be around who they want to be around. You can't control everything, boss man. So what? You just gonna sit back and let it be closed?
You are giving me way too much credit. The wheels on that closure process are turning, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yes, you can. I wouldn't be surprised if you push back the kickstand and roll that bitch over a cliff.
Whatever. All this talk about a stupid club. I ain't have no cozies where I grew up, and it looks like I turned out all right.
Maybe if you had a safe space, you wouldn't be sitting here all sick and bitter now. I don't have any sympathy for Aaron. I mean, he isn't in a place of control, okay? And he uses his power with the city and his job and what he could be doing in the community when he wants to use it. You know, it's like sometimes I feel like he comes like down off of his pedestal and ooh, it's nice to know all these different types of people and everything, and then he gets to go back up.
Very classy. Really nice touch.
I do feel sorry that he doesn't understand really what's going on in the community, and that he got that his son, who is, you know, the same age as Rodney, as Tatiana, and his son's been to Cozy, knew about the 2nd floor. I'm not saying nothing, okay?
Last night, several issues were raised. And I think what we need to do first is we need to define the issues. The things that people need to remember. Number 1, HIV and AIDS has not gone away. That's one of the main things that people need to be reminded of. The importance of using condoms every single time. That's very, very important because, again, you have to love yourself enough to not only want to protect yourself, but also protect your partners. People need to be tested. They need to be tested regularly.
Only by taking the test will you know your status. You can then either change behaviors that will allow you to dance upon the earth, or you can bathe in denial and no longer dance upon the earth.
For some people, there's so many other things that they have going on in their lives, and so many other things that they feel are already negative and wrong, and they're underemployed or undereducated, and then to put something else on top of that, that you also are HIV positive, is people don't want that. People don't need something else on top of all the other stuff that as people of color we walk around with every day, and here comes something else, ba-bam.
New infection rates among young black men in this country is really on par with what's going on in sub-Saharan Africa, and that's simply not acceptable. We're moving backwards. We're not moving forward towards eliminating virus. I mean, we're getting to a real state of uber epidemic.
I mean, bottom line, it's about safety. And if I don't feel safe in my home, my community, then no other issue matters. You can't talk to me about HIV. I'm not gonna go get tested if I don't feel safe. No health issue matters to me at that point because I'm afraid.
The issues that were raised were the increasing HIV rates among gay and bisexual men. Also, the increase of violence in our community and the lack of interest in our support services.
Oh, is that what this is about? You're not making your numbers. People not coming to your group is making you look bad.
We should start by talking about the shooting and what we're gonna do about Cozy.
I think that's a great idea, Rodney.
Before we get into that, what is Cozy? I mean, I know it's a juice bar that opened up in like the 70s or something, but other than that, and can somebody fill me in?
If those walls could talk, trust. Cozy was one of the first places in Chicago just for our community. The original owners were this really nice gay couple. They built that place brick by brick. They were some fierce activists. One of them became a politician.
What happened to him?
They're both gone now. I'm pretty sure it was AIDS. But that was like 15 years ago. I think one of their nephews owns it now, and from what I hear, he just rents the space out. And that's why it's gone down so much.
Cozy's a warm, very safe, very friendly place for the ball children, so.
I met my first true love at Cozy. And my second.
When I was 17, I got arrested for solicitation at Cozy for talking to an undercover police officer who wanted my phone number. 17 years old, thrown in a paddy wagon with about 15 grown men. I remember I had on this light blue Izod shirt, khaki pants.
Yeah, Cozy, man, yeah. I haven't been there in years, but you know, every time I went, I was always having a lot of fun. You know, the music was bumping. And there was definitely more than fruit in that fruit punch, you know what I'm saying? It was a good time, though. Definitely a good time.
Well, clubs open and close every day. I don't mean to sound cold, but maybe it's time for it to close down.
Everyone, this is Pharaoh.
Hi, Pharaoh. Hi, Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, glad you could join us. How's Tony?
Not good, man, but you know Tony, he's hanging in there. He's still in critical condition and barely conscious, last I heard. Talked to his moms the other day, and she said she called me if anything went down, so.
I love him, man. He means more to me than any other brother ever has.
I don't want to throw y'all off track, so where are we?
No, don't worry about it. We were just getting started. I think now might be a good time to go over those ground rules. Well, first up, all cell phones should vibrate instead of shout. But with all of your responses this weekend, remember to use I statements.
These people have no idea what I've been going through. To tell you the truth, I don't even know why I'm here. My boy Tony's in the hospital hanging on for his life. And I feel like I'm losing it.
It's become very clear that we need to explore our feelings around Cozy. So Paris and I thought that this exercise would help us to express our feelings a little bit more clearly and also see who else has a similar point of view. Ultimately, we want to understand the other side of the argument, whatever that might be. So, as you can see, Paris and I have divided the space into two different areas. What I need people to do is that if you believe that Cozy should be closed down, I need you to go to this table. And if you believe that Cozy should remain open, then we need you to go to this table. All right?
Ready, set, go.
Okay, here we go.
You know how I feel.
Oh, please. Miss Virgin Purebred over here is just traumatized. His first real night on the town, he has to dodge bullets. I'm sorry, but that's the life sometimes, baby girl.
Okay, all right, everyone. What we need everyone to do is that each group is going to create your own poster board or shield, if you will, that will represent your collective viewpoint about Cozy and what this place represents. Now, each group is going to take a poster board, and you can use all of the supplies on the tables. You can even use anything from outside that you might find on the ground.
I'm not too sure about how I feel about this. Can we change sides?
No, Pharaoh, you can't waffle on this. Just stick to your viewpoint for now.
I really don't care one way or another. It's not like I've ever been there or will I ever have a desire to even go there.
We should have gotten something social.
We're trying to show what it used to be and what it is now.
It's layered. Yeah, good. Cozy's all falling down.
Tape. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, everyone.
It looks like a disease trying to get into the condom.
Hey! Yes.
Wait, let's glue it.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
You guys have done a really good job.
Thank you.
Okay? All right, now what I need for each of you to do, I need each group to have one member from your group to tell us about your poster board shield. Let us know, how does this represent your collective expression as it relates to Cozy and the community? Open group, why don't you start? The project itself became more than just a project on paper.
I mean, it got very, very vocal.
So you say,
have you been to the second floor? Have you seen
my God, you in order to really lift it back up. Wait a minute.
Go ahead,
Tell him, Mama. Now we can change Cozy.
That's right.
the way Cozy was yesterday. In the present, we can change it and make it more unified for everybody.
That's right.
There you go, Mama.
It was fun working together in a team and see how heated everybody was, because Martha got pretty heated too. That was cool seeing her, stand up for something like that.
Close it! I mean, the poster activity, it was scary. Let me tell you, just...
Ooh, and y'all poster. Ooh, what was that? And you an artist, right?
We didn't have that much time to work on that poster. Don't even hate on that poster.
What was that?
Anyway,
Hotness.
the activity itself was scary.
Hotness.
I didn't think it was gonna get that heated, but I think it was for the best.
It brought back a well of emotions, and it made me feel good that it was Felicia and Adrian and Tatiana, as well as Ma, helping. Whereas we saw that collectively, we should have a place that everyone is comfortable at. Men, women, no matter how you identify sexually, but a place that you're welcome to.
All right. Woo! Are you feeling good about your argument? Yeah! Hi, I can't hear you. Are you feeling good about your argument? Woo! Could you take them to court?
Great. Now we're gonna make it more interesting. Kevin?
Wait, that's ours.
What? Oh, heck no.
Now, the poster that you're in front of is now your shield, and you need to defend it. Oh, so let's work it out, all my children. Aaron, Bart, and Teddy, and Pharaoh, looks like you want to keep this fine establishment open. Care to explain?
And now I'm supposed to defend keeping Cozy, though. I mean, that's ridiculous. I can't defend keeping that place open. I can't even pretend. And I bet my son has taken his mannish butt up into that place. I'm not talking about during no daytime activities either. No. I can't defend keeping that place open. I can't. No, thank you.
So I don't think I can do it. It's okay. You know what? You just stand right here, and Bart, we'll take it home. Okay. Come on.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Only since we have to defend this. Gay men gotta have someplace to go, because they gotta have gay sex.
Bart! They don't need all that. Just do the darn exercise.
Doing the exercise, you always vibing on me for that's just that thing.
I'll take a stab at this. I guess what this represents is the fact that Cozy is one of the few places that we actually do have to...
Aaron, where are you going?
Y'all go on. I'll be back.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but I need to let this bird fly. I see no reason for us to be here without having all the facts on the table. Aaron, is the city gonna close the place, or do we even have a chance?
Paris, I told you, this is not the place to have this discussion. I cannot talk about this here. And besides, what I think about personally and my professional stand are two different things.
Why hide behind your job? What about your obligation to the community?
I am obligated to the community! Otherwise, I would have had Cozy shut down when my office first found out about that damn shooting.
What? Baby, what are you saying?
What he's trying to say is that he's a sellout. Aaron, I expect more from you. Man, life is too short to compromise who we are. People need us.
It was so painful to watch that because the whole weekend was supposed to be a retreat. You know, we're supposed to learn all this good stuff about how to work together. And that's, you know, that's what it was all about, togetherness. And like, I didn't even see that. Like, everybody was just pointing a finger at him.
Our people need us. Don't talk to me about need. I frankly don't think people know what they need. And you don't know what I've been through.
Take a breath, take a breath. You guys, what my dad is not saying is that he's been fighting for Cozy ever since this all started, so give him a break.
Give him a break for what?
Okay. We're not going to get anywhere this way.
Would somebody please tell me why we all can't get together and...
Ain't nothing to explain. Aaron won't keep it real. Tony might die. And none of us can do a damn thing about it. And I'm out. Shit.
Well, you know, when I brought my mom and dad here, I wanted my family to expand. And now I feel like I've done more damage than I've done good.
I know God brought us together for something. He wouldn't have gotten us together just for nothing. And I just prayed that he would keep us together, that he didn't bring us here to put us in a dark place, that he would give us light, he would give us a reason.
Well, that activity didn't go exactly as we had planned, did it?
Not exactly.
Aaron, brother, I realize that your job might limit your ability to fully participate here, but we're talking about safe spaces in the community, and you just dumped a boatload of crap on this group.
What I did was drop some hard, cold facts that's simply difficult for y'all to swallow. It's called the truth.
Listen, why don't we just go get something to eat? This is exhausting. And it's obvious that we're not going to settle this tonight.
Au contraire, we need to settle this tonight. If not now, when? Shouldn't we stand for something, Kevin? For something? We are getting our asses whooped out there, and our brother Tony got shot. What the hell are we doing here if we don't leave here tomorrow standing for something?
Paris, I am standing for what I think is right for the community. Now, that club had a past, and yes, a wonderful, glorious, and nostalgic past. But face it, it does not have a future. And why this club? Why not close it down? Open something else up, something clean and nice. Where people don't sneak around in back rooms to get their freak on. The doors aren't equipped with metal detectors and strip searches. With some overstuffed young thug yelling, "Get in line," and $10. I mean, don't we deserve better? I know I do. And don't we want more for ourselves and for our youth?
If you close it down, they win. And if they win, you lose.
Is there an agenda?
The agenda is cozy. The agenda here is to try to help the youth and try to keep cozy open. That's the only agenda here. And if Kevin and Aaron and everybody could just get on board with this agenda, then maybe we could get something done. Yeah, there's an agenda.
My agenda is clear, is that it's not about me. It's about something much bigger than me. You know, I'm well beyond going to clubs and all that sort of thing. I'm happy, I'm content at home. But, you know, I have interests to protect and look out for. So, I may lose some friends here. It is quite possible.
Conversation reminds you of something?
Mm-hmm. How much I'm missing my couch and my big screen TV.
Come on, Bart. We were kicked out of our safe community because of what you did.
Woman, I haven't the foggiest notion of what you're hinting at.
New Faith Church, 1986, Bible study group, you and Miss Deacon's wife? Bringing back any memories? They showed us the door, Bart.
Oh, honey, why you gotta rehash that all over again? That chapter of my life is over. Finished, done.
I'm just really trying to understand what these boys are talking about. But I can't help but be reminded of you and that woman.
Oh, please, Martha. How many times do we have to relive that one terrible mistake? I did it. I stopped. You forgave me. It's over.
I forgave you, Bart. But we can't pretend it never happened. At least for me, it's not over yet.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say.
Sometimes I need to talk about it so I can understand it better. Bart, sometimes I'm afraid that you might still be out there. And with all this talk about HIV and STDs, Adrian said I should use condoms.
Condoms? Condoms. 35 years of marriage. One misstep in 35 years, and she wants me to use condoms? I don't believe this. I just don't believe it. Oh, come on, Martha. What's this really about? Oh, listen, honey. We can talk about this as much as you need to, because I love you, and I want us to get on with our lives. What do I need to do?
Would you take an HIV test?
Would I take a what? Oh, come on, come on. Okay, will you?
I have no reason to take an HIV test.
Exactly. Now you know how I feel. Honey, I can assure you, you have nothing to worry about. But if that's what you want to do, we'll do it together.
Hey guys.
What's up, man?
Pizza.
I don't know. Maybe dig in. Man, I don't know why my dad tripping like this, man.
Too bad she don't know the whole story.
Why are you looking at me?
You ever been a cozy at night?
Yeah.
Ooh, Miss Thing, I knew you was one of the kids. Girl, why didn't you say anything?
Because I can't technically go out till I'm 16. My dad would kill me if he knew I was there on a Saturday night, duh.
Still, Sammy, if there's any time for you to talk about your experiences, it would be now.
What do you mean experiences?
You know what experience is. At first I wanted to shut Cozy down, and now I'm starting to think differently about it. I am in the Student Alliance and the queer cinema class, and I guess I've just always felt that people have somewhere to go to express themselves, but that may not be the case.
See, that's how I know this is a lopsided relationship, Rodney. What about me? What about me? What about what I need? I'm a trans girl. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my body. I like having my body with all its parts. I just feel as if I'm different and that I defy gender constructions. I'm not scared though. I get up, take the bus, handle my business. And I like to do the balls, thank you. I like to walk and win trophies and just to be fabulous. I'm not even so sure why we so tired of that place. I mean, I think it's haunted or something. Like the old girls from back in the day. They're like gay angels or something, I don't know. Even my best friend don't understand, so there you go.
Anyway.
I don't know about all that, but I want my girlfriend anyway, so.
Girlfriend!
You don't have to front in front of us.
I know, I'm not
girlfriend.
You're right, I do have a girlfriend.
A girlfriend? I got a girlfriend.
What's so hard to
Girlfriend.
Come on.
No, a real girlfriend. So, I mean, they saw me at Cozy, and I guess they assumed I was gay. But, you know, they can think what they want. I don't care. I know who I am, you know? I mean, my guys make fun of me about my dad being gay. They say things at school and stuff, but, I mean, my dad loves me. He takes care of me, you know, so I don't see what's the problem with it.
There are some wounded people up in here tonight.
For real. If there was ever a time for healing, it's right now. So, did you bring the good book?
Don't make jokes. We do need some healing.
Who's joking? Hey, maybe you can lead the group in meditation or something tomorrow morning. Everybody's so tight. Might loosen up some of those hardened opinions.
Are you feeling tight?
Not in your wildest dreams.
I'm saying, we in here all alone.
I can't believe you. Teddy, don't even. I'm marrying Lamont. We have a daughter together, but you still have sex with men.
I guess I started to realize that it may, in fact, be over between us, but that now what? Now I'm out here, I'm thrust in the world. I have to find someone else, be it male or female, a man or a woman. I have to find someone who I can connect with, who I can trust, and I have to be honest with them about who I am. That's probably one of the hardest things you can do. And when they find out, you know, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna think? Are they gonna wanna deal with me? I have to deal with that. That's my reality right now. What do you do?
Your boy Aaron is a trip, huh?
Yeah, he really went off. You know, I could see his point in a way. I mean, at first I was against him shutting it down, but the more I looked at him, he's scared.
Maybe. Maybe we're all scared. One thing I got from it is you have to be able to step outside of yourself and do what's best for everybody. It's not always so easy.
I guess I've been pretty selfish, huh? After China left, I never thought I'd be with anyone ever again. But you stepped right in, took care of me and my crazy-ass best friend, and loved me just the way I needed to be loved. I'm getting older, and it seems like everyone else has this amazing life except me. I know I can't look for pets or kids or even you to fill that void. I know I have to fill it myself. Can you forgive me?
Come here, baby.
I really felt at that particular moment, I really felt like I was a failure, that I had brought people together to join together to make a change, and almost it felt like it was falling apart. It fell apart. I didn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish.
Excuse me, may I say something?
Sure.
Yesterday was tough. We definitely got a lot of feelings on the table. But I don't know where we are right now. I'm not sure if we're any closer or further away from our goals. And we're scheduled to end this morning.
Let's be blunt. We haven't accomplished anything. And if some people could put aside their agendas and baggage and make sound decisions, well, maybe we're not the group to decide anything.
Come on, Paris.
So I guess we have accomplished something. We've realized that we're not the ones we're looking for.
Kevin, I'd like to say a few words, please.
Please. But at that particular moment, he allowed me to stand back and really hear what was happening and what that weekend was really about.
Fellas, ladies, I appreciate everyone here. In fact, I love and respect everyone here. And with what's going on in the world, we are blessed beyond measure to have each other. We are a family that is free to agree or disagree and have a safe place in which to do it.
You know, it's okay to disagree even within our family. And so as he began to talk, I began to really, really understand I hadn't failed.
I feel different about what's happened this weekend. I think we've accomplished a lot. We stumbled on a path that's a little rocky, but if we keep going, we'll get to where we need to go. We can't leave this weekend saying that we didn't accomplish anything. Oh, why didn't they see the light? Don't you know we all have a piece of light? We all have a place in this room, in this community, at the table. I mean, we just started this. Did you think you were gonna come in this weekend, drop a few ideas on a flip chart and change the world? It doesn't work like that. We have to know our worth. We have to be the change that we want to see.
That's Gandhi, right?
That's right. Gandhi said it many years ago. So did Earth, Wind and Fire, R. Kelly, Oprah.
I was pretty amazed because he was the quiet guy. You know, he's just sitting there almost unassuming. And when he stood up and started talking about that quote from Gandhi, you know, that was pretty great. He made a lot of sense.
And so here was Teddy. Teddy was able, I think, to come to this anew in a way, you know, and to help see the larger picture of where we are, not just as an LGBT community, but the larger community as a whole, and help lift us all up out of that.
Any place that we claim is only as good as we are. So are you with me?
Yeah, I guess.
I said, are y'all with me?
Well, I guess we're gonna have to stay a couple of more days.
All right, I guess you'll be walking back then.
I don't think so.
Teddy saved the day. In a manner of speaking, that's a perfect example of what I'm saying, that he has this the real gift, ability to, you know, to bring people together and say the right thing at the right moment.
Y'all doing all right?
Better.
How are you? All right. Okay.
It's about Tony.
A lot has happened since that retreat. There's some exciting news. I left my job as the director of the Center Support Services. Teddy's preaching regularly now, and that's a great thing because on the Sunday that we really needed to hear some inspiration at that retreat, he really stepped up. Angela, she started that women's support group, so we're very pleased with that and happy for her. And Aaron, our friend Aaron, used his political power, his political muscle to file the proper paperwork for Cozy. And it's still a juice bar every Friday and Saturday night for young people, have a place to go and be young people and do what it is that they do, but within reason. But during the day, it's called the Cozy Light Youth Center, with yours truly, myself, as the director. Oh, and you're probably wondering about Kevin's room. Well, Kevin's room still meets in the same time, same place, every week, with one small change.
Okay. Welcome to Paris's place. Have a seat. Hello, how are you? Hey, Carl, I'm so glad you can make it. Okay. Please turn off your pagers, cell phones in 2 ways. That includes you, Miss Tony.
Yeah, talk about it your way. Let's build. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, talk about it your way. Let's build. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, talk about it your way. Let's build. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, talk about it your way. Let's build. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about hate. Let's talk about greed. We can talk about race. Let's talk about the hood. Tell them what's good. Let's talk about the state of our faith and our faith. Let's talk about it.
Story of life, I find myself writing chapters. The body of a man searching hard for the rapture. Nowadays, truth getting easier to capture. Body plays the ship and my mind plays the captain. With so much to get into, I could miss the issues that mold my destiny. I meditate upon the best of me. The more things I do, the less I profess to be. Curb my temper more, cause I can see what's testing me. Every day I manifest, commit to